for black people. But also, this guy ain't on the ballot in November. It's what's happening in the House and Senate. And so so this fool here complaining about, President Joe Biden, when you literally have Republican governors, legislatures, attorney generals, secretaries of state who literally are trying to steal elections and throw up all sorts of roadblocks, but we're supposed to go, well, I don't know why you're criticizing them. Give me a break.
We must be wary of people who don't have solutions. They only have to point out other people's problems, how it should be, what they mad about, this ain't happening, this ain't happening, and yet they present zero solutions. I'd love to hear it. If we're not going to vote for the people that are up and have been, well, who do we vote for? What is the plan? Are we just going to go take over? Like, what is the plan if we don't play the game we're in right now? Even if we don't like the game, this is the game right now. These are the rules, and let's get the best person for the job. And the voting does matter because people would not be working so hard against us if it didn't. It was the Justice Department that said what's happening in Texas is like Jim Crow 2.0. They're doing everything in their power to ensure that our voters can't vote. It's the biggest state, it's a huge state. And I'm hearing that the polling places, some people have to drive quite a distance just to be able to find a polling station, only to be met with someone who may be hostile towards you because they have these people now to monitor what's going on. Also, I know that in Houston, they had the 24-hour polling places, the drive-through, but I thought that the voter suppression laws have tried to get rid of that.
No, not tried. They did. No, they did.
They did. They got rid of that. That's what I thought. They got rid of that. So, anybody who works a job in off hours, when will they vote? So they've done everything to ensure. I don't know about other people, but I know I am affected when people try to stop me. If I know that a whole group of people is working diligently to stop me from having my voice, that's going to fire me up. That's going to make me, to ensure that I'm voted and motivated. And I hope that we get all of our people out there get that.
Absolutely. And what I have been warning folks, and again, especially African Americans who are choosing to ignore or sit out this election, to understand what is happening on the right. They are angry that Donald Trump lost. He has unleashed these evil forces across this country. And now what you're seeing is armed individuals who are literally intimidating folks. And this is not going to be just one case. You're also seeing folks challenging voters for no reason whatsoever in places like Georgia, because the law was changed to allow anyone to challenge a voter based upon literally nothing. And so these are all intimidation tactics that too often are specifically targeting black folks and brown folks.
Right. And if ever we had a question of how important it is that we get out there and vote, we should see what Republicans are doing to stop us from doing it. We should recognize the power that we have. I mean, already more than 9 million Americans have done early voting in this midterm, which is beautiful. And the majority of those being Democrats from what they're saying, right? They don't want that to happen. Red state conservatives do not want that to happen. They're doing everything in their power to intimidate us, from having us arrested to creating lies that, this information can show up on our credit reports, be used against us. And it's simply not true. Do not be intimidated. Do not back down. Absolutely exercise your right to vote, because we see how much it matters. I think most of us know that, but go and call and remind your relatives, your friends, strangers in the grocery store that, that we do have the right to vote and not to be intimidated. And I am glad that people are filming what these conservatives, what these thugs are doing to people as they're trying to vote early and exercise their rights, so that we can follow up on this criminal activity.